Welcome, everyone, to this listening part 2 daily life conversation analysis. Before we begin, I want to remind you that I will be following the listening part 2 daily life conversation tips and strategies guide. Now, there's a full video in the CELPIP library about that guide, listening part 2. And this video here will give you some tips and strategies which will be very useful for you for listening part 2, and it will explain some things that you can do to make sure you get a perfect score in that part. Also, in the CELPIP library, you can find some free examples, okay, and free material to practice more. For now, I will only be going through the pages of that guide. The guide tells you how to listen effectively, what you can do. Very important. Yes, full sentence mode, not vocabulary mode. This is very important for lower levels. Also, what information can we focus on? Part 2, daily life conversation, understanding the situation and the context will always be important, okay? Try to understand ideas more than just vocabulary. When we listen to the questions, yes, make sure we listen and repeat the question to make sure we understand it clearly, okay? And responding to the questions, lots of times the words or the questions are confused by words you listen to. We need to avoid that, and we need to try to listen for full ideas, full sentences, and that way we can respond to questions more effectively, okay? Okay, now let's get started with today's analysis. So everyone, I'm just here in the listening part 2 daily life conversation of the CELPIP library, and I'm going to be doing a sample from um, volume 7 called Retirement. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you that I will be giving you an opportunity to answer the questions for yourself. You will be doing the listening and you will be answering the questions, which is really good practice for you, everyone. And after that, we will be analyzing together. So let's get started. I'm just going to blow it up here for you. So everyone as well, let's remember that while you're listening, it's very important to listen and repeat as much information as you can. We want to repeat the information, okay? Higher levels, you can take notes, all right? That's very useful. But lower levels, I find repeating ideas in your mind, that will really help you because it's hard for lower levels to write the information. Now, it's very important. We need to listen for full sentences, not words. Okay? This is very important. So, everyone, and when you listen to the questions, repeat the question. Okay? Repeat the question. Okay, that's very important. So now, everyone, let's get started with the listening.
Listening to a daily life conversation.
Hey, Laura, if you have a minute, I've got something I'd like to ask you about.
Sure. What's on your mind? Do you have more relationship questions? That's what we usually talk about.
Not this time. This is a work thing. You know our boss has been working for the company for a long time, right? Well, he's retiring next month, and since he's always been so good to me, I'd really like to get him a retirement gift.
That's a great idea. Wait a minute. Usually all the employees get together to buy a gift. Why are you buying him a gift on your own?
The company is giving him a gold watch, but I really wanted to give him something more personal. We're pretty good friends. The problem is, I have no idea what to get him.
Well, I think we should be able to solve that problem. What do you think about giving him a gift card? Then he can buy whatever he wants.
Yeah, I thought about a gift card, but I'd rather get him something that requires some thought. I was considering hockey tickets, but he goes all the time. There's nothing special about that.
I agree. It should be something that he will always remember. Does he like the theater? Would he enjoy dinner and a play or a musical?
Well, he mentioned that his wife loves going to watch live performances, but he usually complains that he has to go with her.
This is more difficult than I thought it would be. Does he have any hobbies? That might give us some ideas.
He really likes cooking, playing cards, and swimming. Does that help?
Oh, I've got a great idea. Here's a flyer about an all day cooking class next month with a famous local chef. It's supposed to be amazing. Then, after learning how to make all these great dishes, you sit down and eat dinner with the chef. What do you think?
That's perfect. Thanks. Can I keep the flyer?
Question 1.
Let's get to the questions, everyone.
What is the likely relationship of the man to the woman?
Boss, friend, customer, father.
Question 2. What does the man need advice about?
Making a purchase for someone, choosing a suitable gift card, deciding where to take his date, planning his future retirement.
Question 3. Who goes to hockey games regularly?
The boss, the boss's wife, the man's coworker, the woman's friend.
Question 4. What did the woman do to help with her final suggestion?
Suggest a flyer, make a phone call, print a web page, read a newspaper.
Question 5. How did the man feel at the end of the conversation?
Unsure of which suggestion to choose, pleased with the idea he came up with, satisfied with the last idea suggested, excited about the woman's initial idea. So everyone, then let's check and review. I'm just going to submit here and I'm going to get the script. Okay. What is the likely relationship of the man to the woman? Well, I remember that they're talking about their boss. And right here, right? You know, our boss has been working for the company for a long time. And also, I heard here, do you have more relationship questions? That's what we usually talk about. So the man and the woman, they seem to talk to each other, but they have the same boss. So now the man is not the boss, customer, father, so friends. They're friends, they work together, but they're friends. Okay? They are talking about their boss. That's not their relationship. Okay, number 2. What does the man need advice about? Mm, well, says here, he's retiring next month. And since he's always been so good to me, I'd really like to get him a retirement gift. Right here, you know the boss has been working for the company for a long time, right? So, right, making a purchase for someone, so buying something for his boss, I think so. Suitable gift card. She suggested getting him a gift card, but he's not sure. Well, he doesn't want that. Deciding to take his date. His date means maybe he likes someone and he wants to take them somewhere special, but that's not it. And not planning his future retirement. No, his boss's. So, A. Question 3. Who goes to the hockey games regularly? So, yeah, I thought about a gift card, but I'd rather get him something that requires some thought. I was considering hockey tickets, but he goes all the time. There's nothing special about that. So he goes all the time. So the boss goes there all the time. The boss's wife, well, A, not the coworker and not the friend. Okay. Question 4. What did the woman do to help with her final suggestion? So what did she do? What was the final suggestion? Hmm. This is more difficult than I thought it would be. Does he have any hobbies? Things he likes? That might give us some ideas. Oh, I've got a great idea. Here's a flyer, a brochure. Okay. About an all-day cooking class next month with a famous local chef. It's supposed to be amazing. Then after learning how to make all these great dishes, you sit down and eat dinner with the chef. What do you think? That's perfect. Thanks. Can I keep the flyer? So a flyer, it's like an advertisement. Suggest a flyer, make a phone call, print a web page, read a newspaper. So it should be A, right? So she used the flyer in here. Okay. She's suggesting to use the flyer to call. Okay. Number 5. How did the man feel at the end of the conversation? Unsure of which suggestion to choose. Pleased, happy with the idea he came up with. Satisfied with the last idea suggested. So not the initial idea. The initial idea is the first one. It was he's satisfied or happy with the last idea. And he didn't come up with it. It was the woman come up with, think about it. And not unsure. So the answer is C. Okay, everyone. Okay. So everyone, there we go. It's a very good idea to read the script, everyone. Reading the script will really help us understand the dialogue and develop our dialogue. Also, I will be leaving in the description box a link to version 2. Okay? It's always good for you to practice again. So, practice again. It's the same listening, but with different questions. Okay? So, I'll be leaving that link in the description box. Okay? As well, don't forget that our CELPIP library has over 60 examples. Over 60, close to 100. With version 2s, close to 100. And these are current CELPIP exam samples, past CELPIP exam samples, and our own CELPIP exam samples. So, very, very good practice for everyone. Okay, everyone, let's remember, practice makes perfect. I would like to remind you that if you're looking for some more listening, reading, writing, or speaking CELPIP exam practice, then you should definitely subscribe to our CELPIP library. The CELPIP library has hundreds of examples of listening, reading, writing, and speaking, which will help you develop your score, whatever the score you need. Also, the library contains vocabulary, listening skills, reading skills, grammar, and writing skills exercises, which will really help you improve your general understanding of English and also for the exam. So, and you can purchase a 1 month pass or a 2 month or a 3 month subscription for a very low price. And of course, if you really enjoyed this content, then please like this video, share it, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way we will keep on producing more CELPIP analysis for your development. Have a great day.